Yo, 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 what it do? Welcome to the Above the Clouds pod. It's your boy Q. How's everybody doing? My Saturday and Sunday was pretty cool. Saturday, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I was pretty sad. USC lost to Notre Dame. We'll get into that later, but that was a very tough loss for USC. Man, but Saturday, we also celebrated the Dodgers. We are going to the World Series. Let's go. On Friday night, it's going to start. We are awaiting the winner of the Toronto Blue Jays versus the Seattle Mariners. Hey, game 7 tomorrow should be good. Let's see who we get. But hopefully, whoever we get, they're not hot. And hopefully, the Dodgers can keep on swinging those bats and those pitchers and closers can keep on getting those W's for us. Man, what a fun Sunday it was, though. A lot of good games, a lot of good stuff. Today we're gonna get into it. We're gonna talk about college. We're also gonna talk about college upsets, the biggest upsets. There was a lot of them. Man, Miami, man. From the number 2 team, they fell off from the rankings. But we're also gonna get a little bit in tune about why USC got that L. It was a tough one. They really needed to get that W. And also, we are going to see how I did versus America's picks, my picks versus their picks. Let's see how it went. I don't know. Did I beat them or did I take that L? We'll see right now. Let's check it out in a little bit. But first, before we get into that, let's check out the college football rankings. Yes, they just took them out tonight. 2 hours ago. First, Ohio State. Number 2, Indiana. I'm gonna go through it pretty fast because it's 25. Texas A&M is number 3. Alabama number 4. Georgia number 5. Oregon number 6. Georgia Tech number 7. Ole Miss number 8. My bad. Miami fell off from number 2 all the way to number 9. Vanderbilt number 10. They were the ones that took the biggest jump from all the teams. They were like 17, now they're number 10. BYU, number 11. Notre Dame, that's just where USC should be. Notre Dame is number 12. Oklahoma, 13. Texas Tech, 14. Missouri, 15. Virginia, 16. Tennessee, 17. South Florida, 18. 19. Louisville, 20. LSU, they fell out of the top 10. It's very important to get these W's, man. If you get more than 3 losses, you're out. Cincinnati, very surprisingly, ranked 21. They are 6-1. Wow. Texas, Archie Manning, man, he's falling off. They are 22nd. Illinois, 23rd. Arizona State, 24, and Michigan is 25. Man, it was a tough time for these ranked teams. Man, Alabama and South Carolina is going to be a very important matchup next week. But the biggest upsets of the week started off on Friday night. Miami falls to Louisville. Man, it was a battle. It was a very close game. It came down to the wire, but Miami falls to Louisville 24-21. It was ridiculous. That was a game. If you guys haven't checked out the highlights, go and check out those highlights. Also, Texas Tech, ranked number 7, lost to Arizona State. The Red Raiders fell off. Now they are not in the top 10. LSU, number 10, got upset by Vanderbilt at home. 31-24. It was a crazy game. That's one that you guys should check out. See some highlights of that game. I did not watch this one, but number 22, Memphis, stunned by UAB. Memphis out of the top 25 now. Nebraska Nebraska was supposed to be the surprising team this year. Man, they lost against Minnesota. Now they are out of the top 25. And they lost 24-6, so doesn't look so good. But all these upsets, they have a lot of stakes. Like I said earlier and I said in my previous video, if you have more than 2 losses this year, you will not make the playoffs. So that's why it looked pretty tough for USC, because USC has 2 losses already and if they would have beat Notre Dame, it would have took them all the way to the top 10. I truly believe USC would have been like number 8 or something. But let's get into talking about USC for a little bit. This The USC team, they had opportunities, man. The Trojans, they just suffered with wounds, questionable calling. I don't know what the coaches were thinking. They had a play where they had to give it. They had a give and go, boom, right there. Running back had it ready to go, touchdown. They would have been up by 3. Miss opportunities for them. But the biggest key that I saw throughout the game was USC's run defense. They could not stop nobody. They allowed 300 rushing yards from Notre Dame. It is crazy how they just dominated that. They had nobody to cover the holes. The gaps were wide open. It was like, man, I could have got like 50 yards probably if I wanted to. But the offense is looking good. But man, there's just the guy. I mean, he's his first time playing as a starting quarterback for USC, prime time. But still, he made some good decisions. But the offense has always been clicking for USC. But these next couple games is gonna be a true battle for USC, and they have to make these W's count. Luckily for them, next week they get a break, so they could refresh up, get those legs fresh, get ready for the next weekend, and let's get this W because they gotta move forward. That it's not like the NFL where you have more opportunities. The college football, you got more than 25, you got more than 100 teams that are trying to make this 25, list. So, and from those 25, only 8 teams make it to the playoffs. So, you got to be ready. You got to be ready to go. So, hopefully USC moving forward, they could take advantage of these opportunities. They got some big road games ahead of them. The season is not over. If they finish 10-2, they have an opportunity, but they have to hope Notre Dame loses, Oregon loses. They have to help. They need help from other teams to get into this playoff run. I thought this was gonna be the year. There's still hope, but it's very, very slim. But let's go Trojans, man. Let's go Trojans. Hopefully they get that defense. It's not one thing, it's the other thing. But hopefully they get that defense clicking because I really want to see USC succeed. USC lost. It was a tough break, but hey, that's part of football. But hey, guys, let's get into what the picks that I had versus America. So right now, so far, I am 9-14 versus with my picks. America is 9-14 as well. We both have the Seahawks tomorrow. So the only way I could beat America is if the Lions beat the Bucks tomorrow. If the Lions beat the Bucks tomorrow, I'll go 10-14, and America will stay at 9-14. No, 9-14. Yeah. Sorry about that. Got a little confused. But hey, me going 9 for 14 so far. That's a pretty good start for the pot. I think. Hopefully tomorrow, the Lions could get this win, and I'll be ahead of America. So that's pretty dope. Let's go. That's Jedi Minds. Jedi Minds. Jedi Minds. I was trying to go perfect, but I picked the Jets like a dummy. Hey, but now since we're talking about who I was picking, let's get into it. Who the teams that I was picking and the teams that you know surprised a lot of people. The first we're gonna start off with the Jaguars versus the Rams. That was to London. They stayed in Baltimore. They practiced in the Baltimore Orioles facility, and then they flew to London on Saturday morning. Maybe, hey, maybe not going. Maybe the Jaguars went a little bit too early. Maybe it affected them. But hey, the Rams came to play. Matthew Stafford had 5 touchdowns. The OG still got it. And I got that one wrong. I picked the Jaguars for some reason. I thought the Jaguars were going to be ready to go, but maybe they had a function. Maybe they had a party out there. Maybe they had a good time. I don't know. London, never been. Hopefully one day I could go. But yeah, the Rams took that W, and it's looking good for those boys in LA. Without Puka, they were able to get the job done. And Commanders versus the Cowboys. Dak is clicking with his receivers. I'm not too happy about that, but hey, I gotta speak the truth. Dak was slinging the ball today. He had 264 yards, 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, 21 out of 30 completions and attempts. That's pretty good for a solid quarterback. I'm not gonna lie to you. He has thrown 13 touchdowns and 0 interceptions in the past 4 games. Dak Prescott is on the roll right now, and he's leading the Cowboys. But the Cowboys are the Cowboys. They're just gonna mislead you and put you down. What can we say? Cowboys are the Cowboys. But I got that one wrong. America got that one right. Chiefs destroyed that Raider Nation. The Raider Nation really thought this year was gonna be different. But what can we say? The Raiders are the Raiders, and the Chiefs are still the Chiefs. The Chiefs are still the Chiefs, man. Which sucks. The Chiefs got the W. Patrick Mahomes still slinging the ball. They got Rashee Rice. They're looking like a top 5 receiver. It's just, man, they were rolling. That defense was rolling. Chris Jones is finally playing that defense he's supposed to be playing. But hey, congrats to the Chiefs. They won another game, and they're closer to being who they are. The Chiefs got the W. I got that one right. America got that one right. Who would have picked the Raiders? Who picked the Raiders? Raiders aren't looking so good. They are still in need for a quarterback. Geno Smith, not looking so good for him. He might get benched. Honestly, he might get benched. The Jets. I picked the Jets versus the Panthers. I really thought the Jets were gonna win. I thought the Jets were gonna come in clutch and finally get a W, but nope. Justin Fields got hit, popped, concussion protocol, and did not come back into the game. I really believe that the Jets are cursed for what they did to my boy Aaron Rodgers. They should have just resigned him. They had the defense, they had the running game, they had the right receivers, but they didn't have the quarterback. And that coach, brand new coach, said Aaron Rodgers wasn't for him. And now the football god said, boom, L after L after L. And hey, I think the Panthers might have reversed their curse. Ever since that hurricane happened in South Carolina and Mr. Tepper helped with all those billions of dollars, hey, we got the Panthers. We got the Panthers reversing their curse. They have won 3 straight games. Yes, the Carolina Panthers have actually won 3 straight games. Probably Cam Newton. When Cam Newton and Christian were there, that's probably the last time they won 3 straight. Who knows? I got to check that stat out. But on to the next game. Pat defense. They came to play. Drake May made a statement. That man, Mike Vrabel, told y'all he was going to come for revenge. He came and the Patriots went into the Titans and destroyed them. Man, it looks like Drake May might be a legit quarterback in the NFL, a superstar in the making. Hey, they're calling him a faster Tom Brady. Hey, I don't know. I think anybody was faster than Tom Brady, but Tom Brady is still one of the greatest of all time. It's looking good for the Patriots. The Bills better watch out. Somebody's coming for their spot. And it's messed up because the Bills have wasted a lot of money and a lot of time with this future team. And it looks like the Patriots are right on their necks. We'll see. A lot of season left, but right now, so far, so good for the Patriots and their defense and that young core. They are building something new out there since the Bill Belichick era and Tom Brady era ended. And on to the next one. This game was crazy. This game was close. It was tight. Well, it wasn't close. In the beginning, there was a blowout. Nobody thought this comeback was going to happen. The Broncos couldn't score any points versus the Giants in the first half. The Giants offense, the Giants rookies were on the roll. Scatterboo doing scatterboo things. And Dart was doing Dart things, moving, maneuvering, and controlling the game. But then, out of a sudden, the halftime started. Blank. In the third quarter, no team scored. And guess what? In the fourth quarter, the Giants turned it. The Broncos came in with bullets. 33 straight points. and they came back to win it. Bo Nix was clutch in the last drive. Man, this guy is special, man. You guys should, when you guys get a chance, go back to his college and watch some of his highlights. This guy is a Sunday guy, but he connected with Sutton to give Lux the easy kick, game-winning kick. But honestly, the Giants kicker, he lost the game for them. He missed a field goal before this, an extra point, I mean, before this, and that would have been, Giants would have been up by 4. No, my bad. They would have been up by 3, and there would have been a tie game. And Lux, boom, he might be looking for a new job. So hey, if you're hiring, go holla at the Giants kicker, cause he lost that game for the Giants. Also, a lot of other mistakes, but the common fan will say the kicker, man, lost that game. And talking about the Giants, another quarterback that played with them, Daniel Jones and the Colts. What's up with the Colts, guys? Surprising the whole league. Defense is clicking. Daniel Jones is playing like an MVP. And that boy Jonathan Taylor is just running over the league. 3 touchdowns, a hat trick for Jonathan Taylor. This is a very complete team. They are rolling. The Colts got a W, and they seem to not be stopped. Who could stop them? We'll see. The AFC is looking very tight between 4 or 3 teams. Later on on Wednesday's video, I'll do who are the contenders and who are the pretenders. But hey, let's go to the Sunday night football game. The Falcons and the 49ers. In my opinion, that first half, was boring. Not a lot of scoring. Both sides couldn't really move the ball. But when you saw the change happen and you saw like the Falcons were going to get exposed, is when the linebacker of the Atlanta Falcons got hurt. His last name is Diablo. And he got hurt. As soon as he got hurt with a shoulder injury, man, Christian McCaffrey and that boy Trent Williams exposed that defensive line. And Christian McCaffrey did what Christian McCaffrey does, and that is run the ball and get that W. 49ers take that W. And the surprising team. Also, I said that this team was going to win more than 8 games this year, probably 9, but they're going to be a decent team. They're growing. They got a new coach. Ben Johnson got these guys rolling. The Chicago Bears, 4 straight wins for the Bears. Swift let the Saints have it. Nobody could stop him. It was like he was running in a free zone. He was running like in slow motion, just getting every yard that he wanted anytime. The Saints have a long way to figure it out. They are in rebuild mode. Yes, sir. But every team goes through it. They just got to be patient, get the right picks, and don't sign long contracts, because that usually messes up the rebuild mode. And the Eagles get the W. Yes, sir. Congratulations to the Eagles. Everybody's been talking about the media all over the place, ESPN, Fox, all these big networks talking about Jalen Hurts and his wide receivers, AJ Brown and Smith. They're not gonna connect. That they're not ready. That the passing game is not ready. That the passing game is not working. All these things reading on the internet. But I just told my brother and I told all my close friends, man, let them play. Let them play. The thing that they are struggling on is the running game. As soon as they get that running game going, plus this passing game over. And the defense has to get healthy. The defense needs that defensive backs, the cornerbacks, the safeties to get good. Man, we're getting mossed out there left and right. But yeah, 326 yards, 3 touchdowns for Hurts, 9 receptions, 183 yards for Smith, and 1 touchdown. Brown, 4 receptions, 121 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Come on, man. What are they talking about that passing game struggling? Come on, they got to keep going, though. They got to keep going. It's a long season. It's a roller coaster season. Last year, the Eagles, they were talking about the same thing. Guess what ended up happening? Super Bowl. So, hey, long season, different story, different route. But on to the next game. This game, the Browns versus the Dolphins, the 305. Man, the 305 is a dumpster right now. The Browns defense showed up. They are showing people why everybody's saying that they have the best defense in the league. Judix, the running back, got a hat trick, 3 touchdowns to score to help the Browns get the victory. Man, he did his thing, bro. I love seeing that rookie play, bro. He's special. He's special. They got something good. If they could figure out that quarterback situation, I see the Browns getting some more W's. I see the Browns growing. But the story of this game is Mike McDaniels. I think Mike McDaniels is on his way out. I thought he was gonna be the different type of uh, head coach, smooth, chill, different type of like nerdy coach, but I guess it didn't work out, man. Mike McDaniels is in a hot seat and he might get the boot soon. And it's not looking good for Tua as well, guys. Tua had a horrible game. He's just not getting it right. He's ever since he's been getting hurt, his head. I don't know what's going on since Hill got hurt. He doesn't have his weapons, of course, but still Tua cannot. We respected more from Tua. Tua was supposed to be like Justin Herbert, but even Justin Herbert is struggling. They got no protection, so we can't make a lot of excuses. But Tua was 12 from 23, 100 yards and 3 interceptions. QBR 24.1. That's very bad. So I'm thinking Tua is gonna get the bench pretty soon. It's not looking so good for the 305. My last video, you guys, I said this game was going to be very close and very good, and it came down to be that. The Packers, they got the W, but man, in the beginning, it seemed like Jordan Love and that offense could not figure it out. They were having 3-and-outs. They just couldn't get the offense going. In the first half, Arizona was playing with Jacoby Brissett throughout the whole game, and they were still right there holding it down, trying to get this W. Arizona's been going through it. They in the past three games, they've lost in the combined of like I think 13 or 14 points if I'm not mistaken. So that's crazy. But the MVP for this game to me is Micah Parsons. That's why they traded for him. 4 sacks. 4 sacks for Micah Parsons. The Cowboys getting that W, but if the Cowboys would have kept him, would have been a different story for them. It would have been a different story for them. But yeah, guys, that is my picks. So far, so good. I am 9-14. If the Lions win tomorrow, I will be 10-14. So hopefully I get that W and I'm able to beat. Yes, I'm able to beat America. But hey, I want to go over the divisional standings just so we could see where we are at in the NFL. In the AFC East, we got the Patriots 5-2. The Buffalo Bills are 4-2. They had a bye week this week, so they'll be playing next week. Miami Dolphins 1-6. The New York Jets are 0-7. Yes, you heard that right, 0-7. In the AFC North, pretty crazy standings. But the Ravens still have a chance. It's crazy. Pittsburgh Steelers 4-2. Cincinnati Bengals 3-4. Cleveland Browns 2-5. The Baltimore Ravens 1-5. That's gonna be a very tight division. I feel like that division is probably gonna end up with one team barely making it above 500 to go to the playoffs. In the AFC South, we got the Colts, the Indianapolis Colts. 6-1. The Jaguars are 4-3. The Houston Texans are 2-3. The Tennessee Titans are 1-6. The Colts are running away with that division so far. They are destroying everybody in sight. The Broncos are winning the division so far in the AFC West. They are 5-2. The Chargers are 4-3. The Kansas City Chiefs are 4-3 as well. And the Raiders are last place, 2-5. What was crazy about that division is gonna go down to the wire as well. We might see 2 or more teams. No, I think we might actually see 2 teams from that division make it to the playoffs. And let's go to the NFC real quick. NFC East, the Eagles are leading, up five wins to 2. They're up in the division. Cowboys are right behind, 3-3 with 1 tie. I hate ties, bro. I hate ties. Washington Commanders 3-4. The New York Giants 2-5. What a heartbreak for the Giants. In the NFC North, the Green Bay Packers 4-1, Lions 4-2, the Chicago Bears 4-2, 4 straight wins for the Bears. The Minnesota Vikings are 3-3. Very tight division. The NFC North is gonna go down to the wire as well. The NFC South, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 5-1, Carolina Panthers 4-3. The Atlanta Falcons are 3-3, and the Saints are 1-6. The NFC West, the 49ers are 5-2. The Rams are 5-2. The Seattle Seahawks are 4-2, and the Arizona Cardinals are 2-5. It's not looking so good for the Arizona Cardinals. They have lost a lot of good games. But hey, guys, that is what is going on in the divisions, the standings so far after week 7. Remember, tomorrow we got 2 games. Check them out. Hopefully, I'm able to get the W so I could beat America. Thank you guys all for tuning in. On Tuesday, I will be releasing another video. I will be giving updates of Monday Night Football, of the results. Did I beat America or did I lose? Who knows? We'll find out Tuesday. But recap WWE Monday Night Raw. See what went down, what matchups, what storylines was brewing, what happened to Seth Rollins. Is he gonna continue, or is he lying to us again? We'll find out. And also, I am gonna give an update of what's going on in the NBA. Opening night is about to go down Tuesday. We are ready to go. Basketball is back. I love when basketball is here. It's one of my favorite time of the year. Basketball is going on. NFL is tuning up. The Dodgers are in the World Series. Come on, man. Come on, somebody. We're still alive. Hey, but thank you guys so much for tuning in. This has been Above the Clouds Pod. Stay above. God is good all the time. I'm out.